The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's the world according to Woot. It's the world according to Woot. According to Woot. Good evening from Huntington Beach.
Hi, everybody.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to, I don't even know what episode we're on right now. I am like,
oh man, I lost track.
we have had a pretty crazy couple weeks, but
oh yeah,
episode, let's just make it up. 9, season 1 of WAW, World According to Woot, Reboot, because,
yeah, because we were off for about 3 years.
yeah, we're 3 whole years. What the hell were we doing for 3 whole years?
We took a self-imposed 3-year vacation.
That is hilarious. Hey, Bob Bacon. Oh, okay,
Bob
Bob Bacon.
Bacon.
You know your duty. Ride the fence, my friend.
Wait
No,
a minute.
I think we should make you make a decision at this point.
Come on, Bob.
It's time, Bob.
Bob.
Anyway,
No.
cheers, everybody.
Honestly, I don't think
So-
I'm going to be able to compete. Look at those curls.
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
So
Okay.
I'm not doing a tumbler today because I was going to do a tumbler. And then I
Yeah.
saw Larry Hampton did not have a tumbler. So I wanted a wine glass like Larry.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
You
odds
gave us
are,
something to whine about.
if anyone knows anything about me, hey, Kim, hey, Dan,
Hey,
anybody
Dan.
knows anything
Hi,
about
Kim.
me, I'm going to spill this wine before the end of the night. And when I do, you'll probably see me like leave the screen, pick it up, Jim make a face. And it's just what happens. I spill wine.
All right. So, welcome to World According to Woot, show where important topics of the day are largely ignored.
And foolishness reigns supreme.
And we're here to ask the eternal question.
What's
What's
happening?
Man, we got a lot
We
happening.
got a lot
This
happening.
is a busy
It's
month.
summertime.
guys. This is a busy
And,
month.
and Bob's saying, Kim, it's been a long time. You're right. Bob's asking what we want him to make a decision
Oh,
about.
come on, Bob. Who's having the best hair day? You're usually the only one who chimes in on that.
I apologize for the coughing. I went to urgent care on Monday night. I
Yeah.
had been battling being sick. I am not a good sick person.
Yeah.
Went to urgent care and I have bronchitis, but that doesn't stop me. I can't
No,
be
and she's
sick.
been coughing all over me,
I
guys.
have been.
She doesn't care that I have to sing,
No, I
for
do
15
care.
shows this month. You don't care.
I care.
Are you kidding?
Oh
You
my
don't
God.
even put your hand over your mouth. Come on.
I just did.
Wait. That's the first time I've seen it. That's the first time I've seen it, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Meanie McMeanie, you are. Jeez.
I'm not mean.
Feeling a little resentful lately.
Well, I mean, I just know if the shoe was on the other foot.
I would not ever say anything. I would not say anything. On the other hand,
Okay, wait. Rick just joined us. Hi, Rick.
Rick Morgan.
And Joe. There's Joe.
Joe, hey guys. Anyway, so what were we talking about before you started berating me?
Okay, yeah. Wait, isn't berating you a little more important at this point? I'm
God.
just kidding.
Okay.
No, actually, we were talking about, we were going to give you a little gig guide update. For those of you down in the Orange County area and the San Diego County area, let's start with that because TLR is going to be playing every Wednesday night at the Welk Resort in Escondido, California.
Yeah.
Every single Wednesday night.
Lawrence Walk Resort.
Yeah.
Beautiful resort, by the way.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
And actually, tomorrow night, TLR is going to be down in Point Loma for the Point Loma Summer Concert Series. Immediately following that, the very next night, hey, how you doing, Nick?
Hi, Nick.
And we got Pixie Dust on with us. Is that right?
Pixie Dust. We got Bob Bacon.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
Don't complain, Jim. Don't you suck in flies when you're. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So Point Loma Summer Concert Series tomorrow night with TLR. The next night we got San Juan Mission Capistrano, although
Hi, Patty.
I don't know why I'm even telling you about that because that's been sold out for a month. Actually.
That's Saturday at the Mission. Beautiful. It's called Music Under the Stars, and it's a beautiful night.
Yes.
Yes.
And then it all culminates on Sunday with a petty party at Club Louie's in Westlake, California.
Lies on the Vaseline we are. So this is Dan Johnson. This has to be lyrics to a song, is it? Because every time we're around Dan, some
He's
kind of
quoting
lyric
lyrics,
come out.
right?
Yeah. All right. So
Wait, I didn't make what?
he said,
Wait, what was the next one?
I didn't make 70s by taking sides. Okay. You're right. Bob,
You're
don't
right,
take
Bob.
sides.
Okay, so yeah, Sunday, petty party, and we've got very, very few tickets left for that. I think there's about 30 maybe for Club Louie's.
Lori Budd. I worked with Lori Budd at Lamps Plus
Oh, hi, Lori.
15 years ago. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to see you, Lori. Thank you for joining us. That's awesome.
And we got Johnny Lee.
Yeah. Oh, Johnny. Hey. Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
We've got a lot of people on, guys. We're excited.
Yeah.
So do you want me to show your little gig guide thing?
Yeah, can you do that real quick?
You're not going to be able to really see it, but I will post underneath. This is here. This is Jim's shows for the month of July. He's got some slots open, so if you need a bass player, please call us.
I've got some
Days on here.
yeah, but it's like 16 or 15,
I'm
something
being
like that. It's half the
I'm
month.
being sarcastic.
I'm telling you guys, she'd have me working every night of the week if she could.
Louis Vuitton, Chanel. I need that stuff.
Yeah, right.
I'm just teasing. Anyway, I'll post all this stuff in the comments below so you guys can see it. But we got some stuff going on. The Walk Resort every Wednesday night.
Yeah.
With the long run.
Point Loma summer concerts tomorrow.
Yep.
Saturday is sold out. So no reason to mention that.
Mhm.
Sunday, Club Louie's.
We'll be in the Valley.
Right.
Club Louie's in Westlake.
All our good friends are going to be there.
With Petty Party. That's gonna be a fun night. So we're
So-
looking forward to that. I love that place.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's going to be 2 hours of Tom tunes to titillate your soul.
Yeah.
And
I don't like the word titillate. Titillate's weird.
oh wait, and we're going to squeeze a little Stevie Nicks into the mix too. So if you're a Stevie Nicks fan, you're going to enjoy that.
Shannon Ray. Oh, Shannon Ray says Nikki Moonins.
Wait,
What about me?
and you didn't even say hello to us?
Yeah, just Nikki.
Wait, we
Moonins.
need to bring Nick on. She's getting more attention than we are.
And Nick.
Okay.
I love my Knickerbocker. This
This
was
is
like
like
romper room. All I need is my mirror, my
Yes.
magic mirror. Remember
That's
that
right.
with romper room?
No, that was Hobo Kelly. I
David
think.
Garcia. Hey, David. Good to see you.
Hey, Dave.
Haven't seen you in a while. All right. Shannon Ray. Hi, Kitty.
You like my bling tumbler there?
It's mine.
That's
I can't
your-
believe you're using this. Yeah, this is so against your man. Like, he won't do anything pink. He won't do anything blingy, and you're drinking
What do you
out
mean?
of
I wore a pink shirt.
But you're
a few weeks ago.
using a blingy tumbler right now? That's weird.
I'm getting in touch
right.
with my
Okay.
feminine side.
So we have a very special. Is that sister for me or Nikki?
So
Shannon Ray.
sisters, plural.
No, there's no S on that.
Is there not an S right
no,
there?
it says sister.
I don't know. I think there's an S.
There's
there.
not an S. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well,
See you Sunday. Oh, Diane, you're going Sunday.
Oh,
Yay.
awesome,
I'm excited.
Diane. Thank you. We got
Okay.
a good night of music
Okay.
planned for you.
All right. You guys need to just text yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves, guys.
All right.
Okay, so
It's for me, Shannon said. Thank you, Shannon.
Also, we
I was
want to
being all
mention
territorial.
our favorite mechanic, Creative Automotive.
Okay. But Dan says, I beg to differ. Has he done something pink? Oh, he has.
That's
He
right.
has.
I
Seven, which one's
absolutely
pink?
have.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has.
those are some great days.
Yeah, but he's got a huge phobia to anything like
Oh, come on.
feminine or pink
Oh,
or
come
slingy.
on.
Yeah, it's weird.
No. come
Okay.
on. Don't,
Anyway,
don't paint me
all right.
into that corner.
I-
Okay. I think I'm coming down with the sore
Oh,
throat.
stop
I'm
it.
just kidding. Yeah, right. Okay, so we've got something really exciting that we're going to be.
tonight we have one of our very
announcing
best
tonight.
friends, which
That's
is
right.
such a bonus for us
Yeah,
because not only is this guy a talented guy, he's one of the funnest guys to spend an evening with, right?
wait, when have you spent an evening?
Not
I'm
alone.
just kidding.
Not alone.
I'm just.
Nick's not alone. I've not done no, I'm just teasing. We've been to Puerto Vallarta with him 4 times.
Okay, I think it's time to set up the lie detector test. What do you think, guys?
No,
Get
these
the
are
polygraph
one of
going
our
on?
very best friends, Larry
I'm
Hampton and Nikki. They're
Yes.
I mean, but now you are going to be involved with him musically.
Yeah.
Our other friend Kyle
Mhm.
is going to be
A
involved
lot of friends, a lot of friends that
musically.
we've
So
got
we have a lot of
involved in this.
Yeah, it's a
So-
very talented group. So go ahead,
Yeah,
explain.
why don't we? I think it would be a good time to go ahead and bring on Larry and let him talk about it. And we can let people know what's.
So do you want to do a little intro, like what the name of the project is?
We'll let
and-
him do that.
All right, we'll do that. Let's welcome our very good friend and musical partner,
Mhm.
Puerto Vallarta night, game night partner, everything. I mean, we do so much. Anyway, here's our good friend, Larry. Hold on one sec. I've got to figure out how to do this. Hold on. Oh, there he is.
There he
Hey.
Hey guys,
Hi, Larry. Good to see
hi
you.
there. Good to see
Welcome.
you guys.
Welcome.
Your hair looks amazing.
So,
Oh,
I
thank
guess
you.
we'll let you
You said
do
our hair looks amazing.
our hair. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, hair.
Your hair looks amazing as well.
Not no curls.
I've discovered that in order to play music, you just have to have hair, right? Does the hair help you play music?
Hey.
Well, I don't know. I think there's a few people out there that would dispute that.
I'm in a
Right.
band with some follically challenged gentlemen, so hey, keep that to.
Okay, all right. No, I agree with you.
Let's move on.
You're in a very successful band with, people who may not have the bountiful things that you have.
This conversation has already been titillating.
I know we're walking into like
When are we going to bring up the whole Pornhub thing, Blair?
Oh
Kim
God,
Lawrence.
I'm sure
Kim Lawrence.
Nikki's
Larry,
chomping the bit. Hi Kim, how are ya? Well,
All
hey
right.
guys, it's wonderful to be with you. I mean, what a fun night it is to be able to spend time with you guys. Always, I was saying that when I see Brenda with a glass of wine in her hand, I know there's only a short amount of time before that's going to be spilled all over everyone.
That's right.
And if she's not spilling wine, she's not having a good time. So I'm here for it, man. I'm here for
But you
it.
know what I love? I love that my friends have embraced this spilling
Yes.
of the wine.
Yeah, but unfortunately, your husband hasn't.
Right.
It's okay.
So,
It's okay.
work in progress.
Wait.
But well, thanks for having me on, you guys. Just to kind of circle it around to the reason for the night. We're starting a new project that Jim and I have been talking about for a while, and we can talk some more about it a little bit. But we've been doing this preparing for a band or a project called Classic Vinyl Live. And what it is we're going to be doing classic albums from anything from the 60s through the 80s, 90s, whatever, that were game changers in music, and we're going to perform those live from start to finish. No tracks, all of the sounds, the vocals, all of the parts, just like you remember them. So our first album that we're going to do is arguably one of the greatest debut albums of all time. That's Boston's first record, Boston.
Yeah.
So good.
And very, very excited about that. We're going to be launching this event with in partnership basically with Campus JAX in Newport Beach. I can get into that a little bit. My band KTEL All Stars has played Campus JAX many times, and also the Elton John band and others played there many times, and gotten to be pretty good friends with Jack and Tim, the guys that own and run the place over there. And so, I've been wanting to do something like this for many years, and just because I growing up in the 70s, being young, I was so enamored of music just in general. But I remember specifically, I can remember being like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old and going over to someone's house, and they brought out this record that happened to be gold. And I opened this record up and I looked at it, and it was like it was glowing. And that record was Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. And I remember just being in awe of just how it looked, and of course the album itself was incredible. And, we had the good fortune a few years back with Kenny's band, the Elton John band, to perform Goodbye Yellow Brick Road in its entirety at the OC Fair a few years back. And, it was a real treat. It was something that was, it was a challenge. It was something that was just, really special, something that resonated with me since, from that time when I saw the album. And I think that, planted a little seed in me in terms of wanting to do it again with some other stuff down the road. And interestingly, I got a call. We had played not long ago after a show, and Tim at Campus JAX had called me and goes, "Hey, I was watching this young man on YouTube who had never heard the album, Boston's first album. And I watched it, and this guy was just, he was a young man. He was freaking out about how amazing this album was. He goes, would you consider, performing that album live, And I said, God, it's so weird that you say that. I would absolutely love to do that. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a long time. And, if we could do it at your place, we could do it up and maybe do a couple, 3 shows in a row. And do that, and and also maybe a few of the other greatest hits from Boston as well, so everybody gets a little bit of something. But it kind of worked out really, really well because it was something I've been wanting to do. Of course, first guy I thought of was Jim, because we've been talking about doing stuff together for so long, and I thought to myself, I think Jim's only in 13 projects, so how could I get him into 14?
Yeah, we
and
don't
I
want
decided
that unlucky number of 13.
Yeah, they want to stick him on 13. So I talked to Jim about it. He loved the idea, and we started planning to put something together. Now, it is a project really that Jim and I are kind of taking on. And so our first album will be the Boston's debut album. And then we've got a few other ones in store as well. When I was a young man, I have, indelibly implanted in my brain on 8-track listening to Fleetwood Mac Rumors. Yeah. And that album is a very near and dear to my heart. Reminds me a lot of my childhood. And so we are going to also do that record in January of next year at Campus JAX. Another album that we have done once before, I sat in with Jim on this once before, and we're looking to do it again in November, is recreating Led Zeppelin 4. Again, another iconic album that's just, chock full, from start to finish. There's just not a dead track on that. And that's what we're kind of looking at, like records that change the world, and that you can listen from front to back and never hit a dead spot, so
that's right. Yeah.
I mean, the great thing is we all grew up putting a needle on a record and listening to it from start to finish, right? Start to finish. So we know when we play an album, we know what song comes next. We know what song comes next.
Yeah, we know
In
the
our
sequence.
mind, we hear a song and we're already singing the next song. We're going to recreate, not we're,
Yeah.
because I'm not part of this band, but you guys are going to recreate that moment and that
Yeah.
memory and that experience for everybody
That's right.
listening to an album in its entirety, the way
Yeah.
our brain remembers the album being played.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, Larry, your
Mm-hmm.
debut project celebrates the 50th anniversary of Boston's legendary first album. Why did
Mm-hmm.
you choose that album to launch your series? Why did you choose Boston?
Well, again, Tim had approached me about it. His thinking was he was kind of thinking it from a point of view of like a golden anniversary kind of a project. Like
Yes.
we're in the middle of some 50 years ago, the mid 70s, and we're in the middle of a number of albums that had come out around this time 50 years ago that really changed the course of music. Another one I want to do at some point, maybe down the road, is Hotel California. And there's other, we were talking about even going into the 80s. I would love to do Moving Pictures and 404 and Styx Paradise Theater and all these different kinds of things. But this one came about because Tim's thinking was, hey, it's a 50-year anniversary. Could you replicate that? And I thought, yeah, it'd be great, and maybe use it as a springboard to do these other records as well. So that's why we.
So John Deere is saying or asking, will the members be changing according to the artists? Good question.
It's an excellent question, and the answer is yes. It's a great question. So when Jim and I talked about the project, we thought, okay, we need to have like a core of guys that can kind of put together these records, and then kind of pick from our wealth of friends and associates in the tribute world, and who we could pull in to where the application makes sense. And so with the KTL All Stars, we've always tried to try to capture the sound, the tones, and everything exactly right in the album as you remember it. And I kind of wanted to do the same thing with this. Well, not kind of. I definitely want to do the same thing with this. And that requires different personnel at times. I mean, obviously, with the KTL guys, we couldn't do Rumors without a Stevie Nicks and a Christine McVie. That wouldn't make any sense. So, or if we were going to we talked about doing Journey Escape, that would require a Steve Perry. And so there's going to be people down the road that we're going to be reaching out to, hopefully, and always just pick as best we can, the best people that fit for that album. And not only that, it's not just, Jim and I and Brenda and Nick went out and saw, after I had this idea, a few years back, I found out there's actually another entity out in Montreal, I think, called Classic Albums Live, I think, so I thought, oh shoot, this is similar to what we want to do. So it turned out they were going to be in Ontario a few years ago playing Led Zeppelin 2. So Jim and I and Brenda and Nick went down and decided we'd check it out, and we went down and watched it. And they did a really good job. They basically matched everything as best they could, even to the point of like fading out the endings, which was kind of an interesting thing. But there's a fine line between like going and watching a presentation, like if you go to a classical musical, presentation, and then feeling like you're at a gig, like at a concert, like you're feeling that vibe, like that Bon and kick drum, just smashing, and I really want to try to bridge the gap of both the perfect, as well as we can get, the closest we can get to the perfect presentation, as well as the fact that you feel like you're there, like you're feeling the power and the spirit and the energy of what was behind that when it was written and recorded. And so and so that will kind of entail too, you know, if it requires us to, you know, hire a cello player or a saxophonist or whatever the song requires, you know, I want to have that as well. I want to make sure that we try and capture every, you know, everything that you're used to hearing, because that's part of what makes it so fun.
So basically,
Absolutely.
every show is going to
Be a different collection of
have a
players.
special collection of the best of the best, and we're
Yeah. Well,
I keep on saying we're because I'm
Yeah.
not in the band again.
Yeah. Well,
You may see me in the back singing.
We've put together an incredible lineup of players.
Yes. So the
first
show is at Campus JAX on.
Yeah, it's over Labor Day weekend. We've got 2 shows lined up on September 4th and 5th, I believe. The Friday night was the original night. I think that one is sold out or very near sold out.
It's totally sold out.
Is it? And then Saturday is about, I think it may be half sold out. So we haven't even, and that's, you know what, that's thanks to the guys over at JAX, you know, promoting it and featuring it on their website. They've done almost all the legwork for the first 2 shows, and we haven't even, this is our debut of just announcing it to the world. And so now we're going to start promoting it. And I think we'll get that second show sold out pretty quick. And maybe, fingers crossed, we'll add a third show, you know, maybe on a Sunday or something like that.
Excited about it.
Yeah.
So excited because I tell you, it is such an exciting thing to be able to, again, I know I said this before, hear an album from beginning to end, the way we remember it. First album, we have a very special guest. Larry, you want to kind of give a little intro on who we're going to bring on?
You know, so like the first thing I did when I got with Jim and we talked about Boston, I said, well, the main thing we're going to have to contend with is vocals. I mean, Brad Delp is one of, if not, you know, in the top echelon of greatest rock singers of all time. One of my all-time favorites. Put a pin in that real quick, because the other thing I wanted to say was that the other thing about the Boston record, to me, when it first came out, I literally, like, the way the album looked was perfect. Same with the ELO records. It was like it was coming from a different planet. I had never heard anything sonically so clear and beautiful and big and crisp and harmonic in my entire life. And that record, in my opinion, stands the test of time. 50 years later, it still sounds brand new. And I just marvel at that. So as a guitar player, I'm interested in really trying to capture the tones as much as I can. Tom Schultz was a genius, and he created his own, you know, his own gear and whatnot. But we can get a pretty good approximation to that. But you know, it comes down to the songs, the arrangements, and the vocals. And so one of the first guys I reached out to was Kyle Frost, who was the lead singer of a rock and roll band that I went and saw years ago and thought were fantastic. And you know, so he was one of the first guys I reached out to. Also, some veterans of the Boston world, the Boss Sticks world. Robbie Duran, you know, fantastic guitar player. He was with TLR, and of course he's got an amazing, just a ridiculous Stevie Ray Vaughan band. I mean, just unreal. Also Victor Bender on keyboards and guitars. You know, just the versatility, and Seth Kreisworth on drums. Everyone sings, plays, everyone, you know, does all the parts, solos, acoustics, on and on. I think this particular lineup is really an A+ team. I'm very excited to work with these guys, and so.
Why don't you show them the picture? You want to show them the picture of the
Boston
the group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. So this is our lineup right here. Classic Vinyl Live. This is so we have in the far
top left. Robbie
Duran. This guy.
Oh man, just phenomenal guitar player. Phenomenal.
Amazing. To the far right,
That's Victor Bender,
Victor Bender.
who's played in several incredible bands over the years.
Down below Victor, we have our Larry Hampton. And then right across from Larry is our
Kyle
Frost, who
Yeah.
we're going to bring on in a minute.
On the bottom right, we've got Seth Kreisworth.
Seth, man,
The guy
what
on
a
the bo-
voice.
Yeah.
What a voice on that guy.
The guy on the bottom left, we may want to
Yeah,
swap out at
this guy.
some point. There.
We don't know who this guy is. He keeps on appearing in every band that we've ever seen in our entire life. So he's just here.
We keep trying to do bands, and he keeps showing up, and we're like, dude, all right, you can be in our band.
We're credits to. That's the great Jim Wooten.
What?
The
Yeah.
great,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
the great
I-
Jim
I
Wooten.
just thought you should know I just see them. All right. Well, let's bring on Kyle Frost.
Yes.
And let's talk to him a little bit about what his preparation is
Yeah.
for
the role of Brad Bell. Go
singing
ahead.
in. Hi,
Hi.
Kyle.
Hey,
Hi,
everybody.
mister.
Long time no see. Did
Yeah.
you guys see just
I
last
know.
night?
It's been a while, like 5 hours or something.
Welcome, Kyle. Welcome, Kyle.
Thanks for having me on. Hi, everybody.
You know,
Hey, Larry.
yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, doing the lead vocal work for Boston, that's no toy for tots, man. I probably know, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 people that might be able to hit the notes, but to sound like Brad Delp it's an extreme challenge, and we're so glad that we've got Kyle. What I consider him one of the best vocalists in the entire tribute
100%.
community.
Yeah,
so
100%.
so glad to have you with us, Kyle.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I'm honored to be on the show. First of all, thank you, Jim and Brenda.
Oh, it's our
And
pleasure.
also, it's an extreme honor to be doing the classic vinyl shows, and great one to start it off with.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play with this fantastic group of musicians. I mean, that's the whole thing as a musician, is you want to play with the best. And I've been lucky throughout, my tribute life, career, whatever, to play with amazing musicians, and this is going to continue that trend. Just a phenomenal lineup, and I'm honored to be a part of it.
Yeah. Well, Kyle, when Larry first approached you about this, what was your initial reaction?
I was very excited. I had done the Boston band for about 6 years, rock and roll band, which was an incredible project. Very proud of the work we did. I've been a Boston fan since Boston came around. I was lucky enough when I lived back there to meet Brad after a show. My original band was opening for Fahrenheit, Charlie Farron and David Height. And Fahrenheit was the band that actually went on the road with Boston for their third stage album tour.
Wow.
And they were a Boston band as well. And my original band got to open for them at a great club back in Boston back in the day called The Channel. A lot of national acts played there and stuff. My band played there quite often. And came off stage, came into the dressing room, and lo and behold, there was Brad Delp, who was there to support Fahrenheit, who was the headliner. And I got to meet him. Wonderful man. I was total fanboy. I was just out of my mind. But yeah, so I do miss rock and roll band. I miss what we've done, and so when Larry asked if I would be interested in singing Boston music again, I'm absolutely. There's not even a thought.
That's awesome.
And it is going to be,
Oh man.
I mean, I am so excited. I may be over singing you, Kyle, and you just give me a look like, Just let me know, like
Yeah.
Brenda, just pull it down a little bit.
Well, I mean, as we've already said, Brad Delp's one of the probably regarded as one of rock's greatest vocalists. I mean, how do you prepare to sing a show like that? Because I mean, there's some extremely high notes.
Hi.
In
Hi.
fact,
Yeah. I
He's
don't
all
do
you-
any. I don't really do anything different warm up wise or
Yeah.
like I would do for any other show that I do. Yes, Brad Delp sets a very high bar, not just
yeah,
not to be punny, but yeah, there's definitely some stratospheric notes in. I remember with Rock and Roll Band, we opened with the song Rock and Roll Band, which in the ending areas of the song has some pretty high notes, and it's not like, sometimes you can warm up with the first few songs of a set depending on the band that you're singing. Boston's not one of those. You got to be ready to hit every note as soon as you walk on stage. So but yeah, I prepare the same way. But yeah, there's definitely a quality to his voice, a tone to his voice that I'll say this. A lot of people maybe don't understand this, but a lot of your tone comes from your face, and people who look similar sometimes sound similar.
Yeah.
And we kind of have the same kind of facial structure. And but that being said, also I've been lucky throughout my life. I'm a pretty good mimic. I can kind of sound like different people, or at least touch on their essence. So with Brad Delp vocals, it's kind of in my general wheelhouse tone wise. But yeah, definitely the songs are challenging for many reasons, but certainly the stratospheric notes that he hits. But I love a good challenge.
Larry and I realized the other day we were going through to try to assign the background vocal parts. And I think one thing we're going to have to invest in is a helium tank for backstage.
Yeah. There's some, the one thing about those records is Brad did all the vocals. All the harmony vocals, everything. He was the one singing those. So live, Barry Goudreau and Sid, all those guys had to be able to sing. And so luckily in this group, we have great singers like yourself and like Seth and Larry and everybody in the group,
Yes.
So that's And we have that in Rock and Roll Band. It's a necessity. Just like, Larry was talking about, getting the guitars to sound authentic and to, it's the same thing with the vocals,
So I have a question for you, Kyle. So on Friday, September 4th, right? You're singing the first show. When you sing the second show, is it challenging because you have hit the maximum? And I know Boston, you're reaching the top of what is the second night a little more challenging for you? Or do you feel like you've warmed your voice up for the first night that you actually do better on the second night?
Well, a little story back in the day when I was doing Rock and Roll Band, we were on a run through Arizona, and it was either 6 or 7 nights in a row, and they were all one-nighters. Now we were staying, we had an Airbnb that was kind of centralized, but I think the shortest drive we had from show to the Airbnb was like an hour and a half. Most of them were 2 hours to 3 hours. And we did 7 nights in a row. And I felt the best on the last night. I felt like I got stronger, and we were obviously we were a well-rehearsed band, and we played often, but you play 7 nights in a row with any group, I don't care
Yeah.
who you are, you're going to get tight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I always say this in anytime anybody asks me, or if I'm interviews before, I was blessed when I went to Berklee College of Music to be assigned, and then after I graduated, I continued my study with an amazing voice teacher and vocal coach. She's since passed away, but her name was Mealy Bermejo, and she taught me how to sing. I always sang. I came out of the womb making noise. My mom's in the other room; she can attest to that. I would sing along to the radio when I was just a little kid, and there was always music in the house. My mom was always playing records, before I went to kindergarten or whatever. I'm listening to Elvis and the Righteous Brothers, and I'm just singing along because that was fun. So I just think that I lost my train of thought.
And your beautiful mom, who I see at all your shows now,
Yeah.
was a singer, and she
My
she
mom.
music into your life. And I love seeing your mom. And I know, like, as we get older, the things that we did in our life kind of fade away, but I always try and acknowledge her, and I always try and talk about her music career. And I know that she was a singer, and she brought that into your life, and it is so special.
Yeah,
And
mostly,
she
sing in church, and then she
Yeah.
was in a choir group back in my hometown, a female choir group called the Berkshire Singers, which she did for a number of years. And I always say this, we do the shows with TLR, and I make a little talk before we do Desperado, and I always mention that, and it's true. I started singing in my room to those wonderful albums, that we used to drop that needle on, and I love how you put it. We would listen. It's such a different experience today listening to music. You say, Alexa, play this for me or play that for me, and you make your own. You make your own playlists or whatever.
Mhm.
But to actually listen to an album top to bottom, the way the artist intended you to listen to it.
That's right.
That's an experience that I think is lost on a lot of people who didn't come up like we did. I think we're pretty much the last generation of albums, vinyl albums or cassettes, But I think that doing the album in its entirety that way is it's not only a challenge, but it's kind of going to be a new experience for, I think, a lot of people to hear, to hear it that way.
Yeah. And I think that's what Larry
Mhm.
is going to bring back to life
Yeah.
in this whole idea that he had, because no one's doing this, and hopefully no one does this.
There is some there is a group that plays,
Is there
like
another
you said,
group?
in Montreal. That,
In Montreal.
Classic.
Okay,
Yeah, but
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it here. We're gonna do it here.
and
Tell it,
it's going to be great.
because-
And
We have the best of the best, and I know Larry's best of the best.
Yeah.
So-
Thanks.
He's
Maybe
gonna
what we could,
put the stellar musicians together.
Yeah.
And I tell you, people, every show, you're not going to want to miss this.
No,
You're not going to want to
not
miss
at
this.
all.
It's going to be so amazing. I'm so excited.
I think the important thing is, and Larry can attest to this, is you have to put together guys that have a work ethic where attention to detail is everything.
And you're not
Mhm.
putting your own spin on
No,
whatever
not
it
at
is. You're
all.
not putting your own
Yeah.
flair. You're doing it exactly as people remember the album
Yeah.
to be. They want to hear what they remember.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear your version of it.
That's right.
They
That's
want to
right.
hear exactly what the album is.
Well, and when you think about it, guys, the groups that are successful in the tribute world, that are the bands that play the music accurately. It's always been since I've been doing
That's
this.
right.
I mean, I remember going to see Which One's Pink and going,
yeah,
man, that
Amazing.
was incredible.
amazing.
The bands that just kind of throw stuff together and don't really take it seriously.
Put their own little flair on it. their
Right,
own little-
right, yeah. That,
no one wants to
they
hear that.
won't make it to that upper echelon
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Then you have the cream of the crop, these guys who have written these songs and they've gigged them and they've recorded them and they've ironed out every detail and tried every possibility, and they've put out the best version of their song that they could possibly do and stamped it on a record. And so how can we, I mean, I know it's people, different musicians have different strengths, and some guys are great, improvisational players, great, they're very creative and stuff like that. But in terms of how the tribute world works, I think that trying to capture the and execute the exact arrangements from what the pros did and what we got used to hearing, that's an art form in of itself. I was thinking if we ever wanted more of a challenge, we could do it the 8-track live, and just in the middle of a song stop and then start
Wait
it
a few
again.
seconds for it to flip.
Exactly, and come back in quiet, and then it gets louder, and so that's down the road. That's a little.
So Dan Johnson says, I don't know. What does that
Except for
mean?
the lunatic.
What does that mean?
He said
He said-
everything. I think when Jim was saying it sounded amazingly just like the record, and I think Dan's responding to that.
That's what it is. Except
I
for
love
no,
Dan.
no.
I love Dan Johnson.
You were spot on, Dan.
Look,
You were spot
I
on,
love
too.
Dan Johnson.
I've never heard a creepier laugh than Dan Johnson's.
just to.
You know what I love about Dan Johnson? That you can just be standing in a room and he'll just recite a lyric to a
Yeah.
song
Obscure lyric too.
to what you're
Right?
talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly.
He's amazing.
Like,
No, he is.
what?
Just to piggyback a little bit on what Larry was saying,
Yeah.
Tom Schultz, Brad Delp, that whole group of musicians, basically Tom and Brad and Sid did the first album. But the guys who went out and performed it live as well. Like he said, Tom Schultz spent years and years and years on those songs before they were even recorded in his basement, before they were released. And again, Brad Delp, in my opinion, one of the greatest voices in rock and roll history. So,
Mhm.
What am I going to do? I'm going to try to emulate as best I can that artistic statement. That's what people want to hear.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a little.
it-
It's a little. I mean, I don't get bummed. I don't get bummed out about it, but it's a little bit. Mild. It's kind of arrogant to think that we can improve on.
right.
Perfection.
Yeah. That's
I
what
mean,
was
it's like
just gonna
going to see a
say.
Beethoven symphony, and you
Right.
go, "I'm going to do my own thing," and they're like,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Exactly.
How are you supposed to improve on that?
Right.
I don't.
Right. There's nothing I could come up with vocally
Mhm.
that wouldn't improve
Yeah.
any of those tracks. If
Yeah.
I sing it as best as I can the way he did it,
Mhm.
that's my job. My job
Yeah,
is just to
and-
make if you-
and it's,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Kyle. I'm sorry. Yeah.
well, I was gonna say, if you want to hear my ideas, I'll give you my original music.
There you
But
go.
Right.
when you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Sure.
when I was in 4NR, a rock
Yes.
and roll band, now with TLR, the Graduates, my Bryan Adams band. Look, I know what the audience is coming for with a tribute show. They want to see and hear what they're used to, what they expect, what you want to make it as close to the original as possible.
Yeah.
And that's how I approach it. I know that not everybody looks at it that way, but that's how I approach it. And I'm not, I'm not Bryan Adams. I can't, I haven't written a zillion hits. I'm not Brad Delp. I didn't, but if I can emulate them to the best of my ability and get as close as I can and give people that experience, that's my job in a tribute band. That's my
I mean,
job
I think
in this show.
I think some people, especially some musicians. I mean, tribute artists in the past have gotten a bad rap a little bit from musicians in general. all, written stuff ourselves. We've all been in original bands. We've all tried to get signed or got signed and toured, whatever. We've done it all. Most of it, at least those of us of a certain age, And what some people don't realize, and I think it's and I can tell you this from the K-Tel perspective, also from the Kenny Metcalf camp, and all the bands, the high level bands I've either been in or I've gone to see, which one's Pink being a great example. It's interesting that what some people don't really realize is that when you can capture those tones, those vocal parts, those arrangements just right, there is an amazement in the crowd that happens when you watch that. Like you know that it's not your music, but oh my God, you just nailed that.
Yes.
Like I never expected to hear that in person with other people that are fans as well. Whether it's someone hitting a super high note, or which one's Pink I watched the other a month or two ago at in the Grove, and I'm just reminded when they come out and they hit, and it's just like, are you kidding me? This sounds exactly like I remember it, and I'm amazed. And I've seen them many times, and it never ceases to amaze me. And that's a credit to all those guys' hard work and stick-to-itiveness, because I know it's someone once said to me recently that they thought I did a good job. How they said you put together a great band. And I said, putting together a great band is not hard. Keeping together a great band is hard. And that's right, because you got guys who are pulled different ways and for different reasons, and they're all great at what they do, and they get opportunities or other things happen. And so when you have a band that's been a long-term, I keep going back to which one's Pink because it's fresh in my mind, who've been around 20 years, or Kenny, who's been doing it 18 years. TLR has been doing it 25 years, however many years. And you look at these guys and you go, credit to them for sticking out, and making it work for so many years. And, and for creating a community of fans who love to be together and love to go see the material. And, if you're good enough, love to just be blown away over and over again by the execution, the skill level of the players up on stage. And as Kyle said earlier, that's who I want to surround myself with. I want to surround myself with greatness. And whether I wrote the song or somebody else wrote the song, as long as I can like this, for me, the 70s, going back to that, my youth, my childhood, music was so magical to me, and the way it made me feel, I thought two things. One, I want to do that, and two, I want others to feel like that when I do that. That's it.
Absolutely.
That's it. And now, I'm able to do that at this age, and I feel very, very privileged and grateful for that, and to do it with my friends. So I guess I got it all going on. I'm living the dream, guys, I guess. Here's for you.
This is going to be an amazing thing.
It's going to be
an amazing thing.
So much fun.
Because we got the best of the best.
Yeah.
Best of the best.
It's going to be
Larry,
a highlight for me.
You have a knack for bringing bands to life and just accelerating them. Like, because you have a vision of what people want to hear.
Yeah, that's
K-Tel All Stars is a perfect example. Look at your shirt. K-Tel All Stars. Telling you, that band went from 0 to 10.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen a band go. It's amazing. It's amazing.
And that's it. I mean, it's all about putting in the work right there. I mean, learning those lines for every instrument. Kyle, with all the phrasing that you have to, really drill down on. Man, it's a lot of work. I mean, I know every single song that I learn, I spend a minimum of like 5 to 6 hours on that.
And I will attest to that. I mean, hours and hours and hours Jim spends shredding.
It's because there's something different happening on every verse. And you have to memorize that, and you got to have to make it feel like that live. You got to make it groove like that. Every little detail is important.
Mhm.
One thing with well, I'm not a musician, but I'm an observer, right?
Mhm.
And I'm someone who I don't want to hear someone's version of what they think the album should sound like. I want to hear it exactly as I
Yeah.
remember.
That's right.
And as boring as that may sound, I want to hear exactly what I heard when I put that needle on the record. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
I guess in some instances it's good to hear people's other
Mhm.
versions.
Well, I
But
mean,
as
just
a
a cover
whole,
band. If
I don't want to. I don't want to hear anybody else's version. I want to hear what
Well,
I
you know,
heard on the.
yeah,
want-
going back to, that was the original plan with KTEL, and it was interesting when I first started the band. There was a few songs. Well, we did a little private. I wouldn't say private. We did a little pub crawl, at a small brewery.
I love pub
and I-
crawls.
I know you do. And wine bars. And we did a little pub, and I told everybody not to bring their significant, or other than anybody else besides their significant others. I didn't want anybody to, I didn't want to tell anybody. I just wanted to see if there were people out there who loved this music like I did, or if
Yeah.
it was just a fool's errand. And by the end of the night, there was a conga line going out the door and all kinds of things. And I said, we got something. We got something.
Yes.
What was neat about it was I found that there was music in the case of KTEL, there, like a lot of one-hit wonders and that kind of thing. But there was music that people loved just as much as I did. They just were so enamored of it as I was. And so what was really a discovery for me was that I was able to, take something that I loved and share it. And people were like, I love it. So we made a career out of it, and so I think, and I, or whoever it is, that go and we dig down deep and we work on the material. It's a labor of love because I want it to sound like I am used to hearing it. I want to do that. That's
Yeah.
amazing. How did he do that? Oh my God, he did this. There's different kinds of ways to do it. He did this, and now I can do it too. And then, so it's this drive is the labor of love, and it's so amazing that that people love it as the product of it. I'm so thankful for that because I mean I could put all this work in, and people go, whatever, it's cool. But there's people out there that really, really love this music too.
Really,
So
Right.
that's what's so
I don't-
rewarding about it.
I don't think
That's right.
anything you do, Larry, anybody's going to go, you're.
Well, thank you.
I don't think that's in
You
your
too,
repertoire. I don't
Kyle.
think
You
is
too,
in your
Kyle.
repertoire, brother. Look,
Thank you.
Look, I was honored and lucky enough to have a chance to, do a KTEL show, and it goes back to what Larry's saying. All those songs I remember growing up. I remember having the vinyl or the cassette to all of those songs,
Mhm.
and singing along, trying to sound. I said this another time in a different interview. I said, guitar players, they use a certain guitar, they use a certain amplifier, they use certain effects pedals, and their own technique, of course,
That's
to
right.
get certain sounds, to either emulate a sound or make up their own sound, whatever. But so there's a formula to getting the right guitar tone for, say, the Boston band. What it's that notched Rockman. There's that sound.
Yeah.
For vocalists, I always talk about, like, okay, when I have to go from being, and Brad had this a little bit. He had, I won't say that distortion pedal, but he hit the overdrive sometimes. He had very clean sound, very, very beautiful voice. But every once in a while, there was a little bit of grit. When I do Bryan Adams, there's a little bit more grit, So,
Yeah.
As a vocalist, you have to learn how to create those sounds on your
Mhm.
own with your own instrument. And I've just been lucky enough that when I hear it, I can kind of figure out, okay. And of course, with the great schooling and lessons that I had, being able to kind of reach in and go, okay, this is where I hit the distortion pedal, or
Yeah.
this is where, you know, I hit, maybe it's a little, you know, that nice chimey clean sound or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that's amazing, man. You know, it's true though. It's something that's it's almost spiritual about music, about how it connects us. I mean, I think we're very communal people. We're very, you know, we want to be with each other, and that music pulls us together in a really unique way. And gosh, you know, it's just so great that we grew up in an era where some of the best music that was ever recorded was, you know, part of our DNA, was in us since we were children. And so to share that with people, I feel I have the responsibility, one, to the artist, two, to myself, to be true to how I feel about how I'm doing it. Like and I'm sure you guys are all this way too. You're your own harshest critics, probably.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
And then three, you know, obviously responsibility to the audience who we're presenting it to, and four, I keep going, but to my bandmates, man. I want you guys to be like, if I succeed, you succeed, and vice versa. Like I always tell my guys that I never get down, and I tell my guys when my son was young, I used to coach him in soccer, and you know, my son was a really, really good player at the time when he was 8 or 9, and he didn't have to work too hard at it because it was a natural for him. And you know, they mostly won and stuff, but once in a while they'd lose, and they got kind of down. I said, listen, guys, I'm okay if you guys lose. It's sometimes you just play a better team. I said, but what I'm not okay with is if you're goofing off in practice and you're not taking that seriously, because practice and rehearsal is for, you know, ironing those things out and getting those good, and getting the best, you know, doing the best that you can and getting it prepared. And then when it's game time, you go out and have fun, and you do what you're used to doing. You do what you've already practiced. And if you end up having a mistake here or there on that, then that's the way it goes. We're human. But if you do a mistake because you didn't practice or didn't rehearse, I'm not cool with that, man. So there's this responsibility that I think as musicians, and especially as tribute artists, we come, you know, with, hey, we want this to be as perfect as. I know Jim said, he's told me, he goes, man, I challenge myself. I'm going to do a show that's perfect. That I don't miss a single note. That's his ethic. That's the work he puts in, and what he aspires to every single night. And that's why he's in 15,000 successful bands, because he puts the work in, and he surrounds himself with the guys and gals who you know, have that same ethic and who do the work as well.
Absolutely. Thanks, Larry. Yeah,
it's important. I mean, but you talk about that all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, doing what we're doing in the tribute world, when I listen to the song, and this is a song that I've been listening to all my life, I hear all those little, you know, nuances in the bass playing. And when I learn it, I'm thinking, I've got to have all of that, because without that, it loses the flavor, right? I mean, I was telling Larry the other night, Kyle, Tom Schultz just did these very cool little bass triplet fills on like almost every bar.
Mm-hmm.
That the song would not sound the same. I mean, he was a brilliant bass player. People don't even realize it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, all those.
I don't know if everybody realizes that he did. You know, he played all the keyboards, all the guitars, all the, you know, the bass.
That's right.
The only thing he didn't play was drums and the vocals. Everything else was him. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I guess we pretty much covered everything.
So basically what we need to say is Friday night, September 4th. Sorry guys, we're sold out.
Yeah.
But Saturday, September 5th, jump on Campus JAX in Newport Beach. This is a show that
Oh,
I
man.
wouldn't miss.
No,
I wouldn't
I've
miss.
already got my high school friends saying, where can I
Yeah,
get
we have a lot of people
tickets?
coming in.
And that was
coming
before
in.
we'd done the podcast. So it's
Hey.
Let's all go and let's all oversing Kyle. That's our goal.
I have more than a feeling that if you hitch a ride down the
I'm gonna
Campus
do,
JAX,
This is going to be a great
September,
rock and roll band.
it's going to be
You're
a
gonna
great
see a
rock and roll band. It's going to be smoking.
yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I'm trying to think like
Give me a long
Foreigner.
time.
Well, you already know my Foreigner favorite song. What's my Foreigner favorite song?
Jukebox
Remember?
Hero.
There
Wait.
you go. Come on.
Jukebox.
Jukebox
Jukebox.
Hero.
She's drinking wine.
No,
guys.
no. But
So
but what did I
This is
stand on
going to
my?
start to go
Jukebox
sideways.
Hero. You used to sing into your hairbrush to Jukebox Hero.
Yeah, on my
Stand
on
on
my
the couch.
coffee table.
On your coffee table.
Watch is not here to hear this, but in what we used to call our white room. No.
Don't spill
anything-
wine in there.
Yeah,
Right.
I may have, but
Oh,
you know
Rick
that.
says, do we have any plans to do any live albums?
Yeah,
Boy,
man. Like
that'll-
we should do like
Like
double live
live.
Gonzo.
That's
Double live Gonzo or
Yeah,
Frampton
live
comes
albums.
alive.
I mean, it's always a possibility, right,
Dude,
Larry?
Strangers in the Night.
Oh, I tell you, the Skinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Hey,
double
the
album
'70s
live.
are the era of the live album, man.
Absolutely.
Kiss Alive 1 and 2, live at Budokan, Cheap Trick.
Budokan,
You got
oh, yeah.
freaking the Allman Brothers. You got UFOs record, Strangers of the Night. I mean,
That's
Frampton Comes Alive.
Yep.
On and on. And
Marla
on and on.
says, sounds like it's going to be awesome. And Marla, I have to take a moment to appreciate Marla.
Yeah.
She's such a huge supporter of all
Yes.
these bands.
You are,
Thank you, Marla.
Thank
so
you,
much.
Marla.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. We see you. You're amazing. And
Yes.
we can't wait to see you again. I feel like I haven't seen her in a long time.
She came to
But
Petty
I haven't
Party.
been able to come.
She came to Petty Party at Alvis.
Yeah, I wasn't there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, Larry.
All right.
Cheers,
Cheers. I'm drinking out of a glass because of you. I
I
haven't
know.
spilled.
So show everybody the lineup of players one more time with that picture.
Oh yeah.
All right, here's our lineup for Campus JAX. September 4th sold out, but September 5th,
Still tickets
this
available.
is our lineup.
There it is.
Hold on, I'm gonna get rid of this. Hold on. Comments, boom. Okay. All right. So far left corner, we have Robbie Duran.
Victor Bender on the right.
Yep.
Kyle.
Kyle Frost right
in the
under
middle.
Robbie.
Yeah. Larry
Hampton.
Hampton. Some clown who doesn't know how to
some
play
guy.
on the bass. And then Seth Pridesworth
Yeah.
on the drums.
Yeah. So September 5th. So that's the night you have to concentrate on, right?
September 5th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Discuss. All right.
Now-
September 5th, Campus JAX,
Wait.
Newport Beach.
What was that, Kyle?
I just wanted to. We are going to also. I mean, we're going to play the album, but again, back in the day, albums were 44 minutes. They had
Right.
8 songs.
Sure.
But we will be touching on some of the second album and some of the third album as well.
That's right.
It's not just going to be. You're not going to buy a ticket and come in and hear 8 songs and go, oh, wait a minute.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Thanks for
Awesome.
the reminder of that. Yeah, it's good.
Well, yeah, thanks so much for being with us, guys. Looking forward
Yeah.
to
Thank you.
together.
So reiterate, Campus JAX, September 5th.
September 5th.
Saturday,
What time is
September
the
5th.
showtime normally there, Larry? 7:30 or 8?
Usually it's 8 to 9:30
Okay.
on weekends. Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's what it'll show. It'll be on their website, but that's almost always the case. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Well, yeah.
All right. So Simone wants to know, will you guys ever be on the East Coast gig? I'm in Delaware. You know what?
Simon.
always a
That's
possibility.
Simon, not Simone.
What?
That's Simon.
Simon.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Simon. It's not Simone.
Man, I don't know. I mean,
Well, I mean, we're
that could prove to be
brand spanking
challenging,
new.
yeah. So
So
Yeah.
it's always a possibility.
happen.
Yeah, get down and party. Dan, are you going to come on September 5th? Let's commit. Let's get Dan
Lock
Johnson.
him in. Lock him in.
Dan Johnson, we want you to verbally and commit.
Textually.
Yeah, what was that, Kyle?
Textually.
Yes, textually. He's titillating us textually.
September 5th, September 4th is going to be an amazing night.
Yeah.
September 5th, there's still tickets left.
Yeah.
Campus JAX in Newport Beach.
And,
Kyle, thank you so much for joining
thanks
us.
for having
Larry,
me.
yeah.
again.
Thanks, you guys. You guys, I love that you guys do this still, and every
Yeah.
week it's fun
I'm
to
glad you
be
guys
able
are
to
back.
watch
Thanks.
you crazy kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jim
That's
asked me what
right.
color I was wearing, and he went to the closet and picked the exact same
She said
color.
it was white, and I said, "Isn't that a bit racist?" Oh man.
So
Aw.
Dan,
9.5.
whatever, Dan
Well,
Johnson.
wait a minute. If that sells out, Dan, there's going to be a 9.6. believe
Yeah.
it or not.
Yeah, so
9-6.
keep that.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Larry,
Even
is there a
out of Sunday.
possibility that they could add a 9-6?
I think so. We
okay.
talked about that originally.
But 9-4,
There's
we're sold
there's-
out.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, contact me personally. Or Larry
Yeah.
personally.
yeah, there's a possibility. We
Figure it
talked to, I think Jim talked about some people about maybe doing something on a different venue, but I don't think that's going to happen. So if we are able to sell out the Saturday, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to tack on a date on the Sunday following.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can. That'd be awesome.
Boston for brunch.
There you go, Boston Sunday
Boston
brunch.
after church.
The Boston brunch. That's right. Hey guys,
All
could I throw a couple dates at you just for some stuff that we got
Yeah.
KTL going on?
Absolutely.
Just real quick, we have the reason why I say is that we got we're making our debut at the Vibrato Grill in
Oh,
LA on July 30th. It's our first time playing out there. It's a really nice grill or venue out in LA. Yeah, so we're doing that on July 30th
Okay.
for the first time, and then we're also going to be back at Club Louis like you guys are. We're going to be on there on August 9th. It's actually a Sunday, so
Okay.
it's an earlier show. I think it's 6:30 to 8. I think
Mhm.
that's on August 9th. We've got a few other ones coming up, but those are the two I wanted to kind of plug because they're places we haven't played for a bit. Well, ones we've never played before, so.
Sure.
Appreciate you guys letting us have a chance to talk about that. You can go to the KTL All Stars website, bands in town, and Facebook and Instagram to check out those gigs. Or most of them are posted up there. But those
And I'll post all those links. And Kyle, what do we have going on for you?
Everybody knows the bands I'm in, but one of them that we don't play as much, but I would like to plug if I could. Summer of '69 is opening for the amazing journey band DSB and Music in the Mountains on August 22nd up in Big Bear, and that's
Okay.
going to be a great show. Great show.
Is that at the Discovery Center?
It's at the Discovery Center, exactly.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
and we'll be throwing an hour's worth of Bryan Adams hits at you. So come out and check that out, and then of course stay and listen to the amazing DSB afterward.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is kind of a really cool pairing because Brian's first big tour was opening for Journey, and then the next year he was headlining arenas himself. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Reckless might be another album that we can think about for the
That's
There
true.
you go.
classic album.
I mean, there's so many. There's so
There are
many.
really.
There's a
You're
lot.
gonna have a list, Larry.
And we,
I know.
let's see, November 8th, like Blair said, we're
Right.
doing Zeppelin 4.
4. That's right. Thank you, Jim, for reminding me. That's right.
January 30th of 2027, we're doing the Rumors album.
Rumors. That's right. Those are the other dates. I'm so glad you remembered that. I spaced.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Boston stuff always coming up, but Zeppelin 4, I had an opportunity to play that with Jim a while back. God, and that just is one of the most monumental records of all time. I mean, it just is peerless. And then Rumors, again, it's just from start to finish. Not a bad track on the record. some very beloved songs. We'll also be just like with the Boston thing. We'll be throwing in other Fleetwood Mac and Led Zeppelin huge hits. So you'll get to hear some really great stuff. So I hope you guys come out and check it out. I think it's a really neat project. Like I said, thanks again to Campus JAX for giving us a platform to launch the project. I feel like everything goes to plan. We'll be able to do these shows more often and all over town and out and about, and we'll have some repeat album sides and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, very exciting, and thank you, Jim and Brenda and Kyle, for promoting this and for allowing us to come on your show and launch this officially finally. We're very, very excited about it. So we hope to see a lot of you there.
Absolutely.
And in the link, I'm going to put the KTEL schedule and the summer of '69 in the link below, so you guys can check that out. But please check us out. Campus JAX, Newport Beach, September 5th. September 4th sold out. Sorry.
Yeah.
September 5th. Grab those tickets now because
it's gonna be.
It is going to be an amazing show. I'm going to be there both nights. Both nights.
Me too.
With my wine in hand, spilling on all y'all.
Yes. Make sure I'm not in my stage clothes when I give you a big
splash. Don't be in the splash zone.
Right, guys.
That's right.
Thank you
Don't
so
be
much.
in the splash. All right, guys. Have a great night.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
See
you.
you tomorrow night.
Love you
Larry,
guys.
I'll
See you
see
tomorrow.
Love you. See you. Bye.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care, Larry.
Take care.
Bye, guys. All right.
That was fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
That was super fun.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think mission accomplished.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay. Sunday. Well, tomorrow, Point Loma
what's
Summer
tomorrow?
Concert.
What's tomorrow?
Point Loma Summer Concerts.
All right.
With TLR.
Yep.
And then Sunday, Club Louis. We're having another petty party.
Club
We're gonna
Louis
go
in
off.
Westlake. We get to
Yeah.
come back to the valley to be with
Westlake.
all of our valley peeps.
Westlake, we're coming to your town. We'll help you party it down.
And I might be bringing my girl Shannon Ray.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Well, I don't
great.
know. She gave me a little. Like if I have nothing else to do.
Oh, okay. We'll have to.
All right.
get
All right,
her
you guys,
into
we love
submission.
you. Thank you so much for joining us. We are happy to be back. It may not be every Thursday because Woot here is
Yeah.
in,
We got some. We're planning
150,000 bands.
So, yeah.
but we come in when we can.
Yes.
Are
We
you hungry?
appreciate it.
Want to go
I am.
grab
I'm
some?
hungry.
You want
Yeah.
to go grab dinner?
I think so.
All right, we're gonna go grab dinner.
All right, guys.
All right.
Have a great night. We'll see you either tomorrow night or we'll see you on Sunday.
All right, we love
Have a
you
great
guys.
evening.
We'll see ya.
Keep on rocking in the free world.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Hold on, we got it. I don't know why it's not.